morning, everyone. It's 9 o'clock, July the 27th, 2026, and our regular Commissioners Court meeting is now in session. First item on the agenda is roll call by our County Clerk, Mary Jane Rodell. Mary Jane, good morning.
Good morning, Judge Commissioners.
Good morning.
Judge Rathmel.
Present.
Commissioner Moya.
Present.
Commissioner Morales.
Present.
Commissioner Solis.
Present.
Commissioner Garza. We have a quorum, Judge.
Thank you, Mary Jane. Next item is our invocation by Pastor Roger Miller, Commissioner Court Chaplain. For the record, Commissioner Garza is present.
Okay.
Okay.
Morning. Good morning. If we could start this morning by bowing our heads, let's join together. Our Father, who provides rest, we come into your presence this day, seeking your hand of guidance in the ever-changing atmosphere of our lives. May we make every effort today to make you the unchanging foundation of our lives. So help us this day to see the decisions made today in this court will affect our todays and our tomorrows. So Father, we need your voice to be heard by our leaders. May you speak today to our leaders as you spoke to our prophet Elijah, gently and quietly in the wind, and not in the earthquake and not in the fire. May our leaders be receptive to your voice this day as they seek to serve this community. May wisdom be granted to them, may patience be theirs, and may peace come upon their efforts to honor you. And we thank you for your hand, which both leads and protects. And in Christ's name we humbly ask these things. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Dr. Miller.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item number 4, communications.
Judge, we will be having several back-to-school events. I see one on today's agenda. Just to inform the public to take advantage of these events. This should help out the kids tremendously, so thank you everybody that's organizing these events.
Yes.
Also, back to school is around the corner, so we got 2 weeks till school starts. Just to inform the public, drive safe, drive slow. We'll be having kids and parents driving to and from school, so just be aware of the school zones.
Also, I have my crew cleaning up on Highway 16 for their safety as well. Just be vigilant as you're going through there. If you do pass by, they will be cleaning up on my side of the 16. I know I had talked to TxDOT. According to TxDOT, they'll be here sometime this week. Will they, will they not? I know they've been around on Highway 83, so I just wanted to take a little initiative and get it done for the kids.
Very well. Any communications? I'd like to, at this time, to thank, of course, Texas Department of Emergency Management. Last week, they sent down a considerable amount of resources to prepare for any damage that the flooding Rio Grande would bring to Zapata County. Fortunately, our lake is big enough and low enough to absorb all that water, and there was basically no damage. But they had pre-positioned quite a number of resources. We had teams from all over the state and even out of state. I met some gentlemen from Missouri and Alabama that were down here responding to the governor's request for assistance on all the flooding that had occurred, mainly in central Texas, but of course there was a chance that some flooding could occur along the Rio Grande, and I certainly want to thank them. Our fire chief, Daniel Arriaga, and his team did an outstanding job in preparing. I think the only problem or little incident we had was our floating raw water pumping station, San Ignacio, had to be moved up to prepare for the flood arising in the river. And when the river suddenly went down, it was stuck in the mud. But we had local contractors help us push that floating platform back into the river. There was no interruption in water service to our community there in San Ignacio. And so all in all, we turned out okay. I know other communities are still suffering from the torrential rains that occurred during that time. But fortunately for us, the lake went up almost 3 feet. We're up at 265, so that was welcome water into our reservoir. Still got a long way to go. I think we're close to 30% capacity, but hopefully we'll get some more rains and get the lake back to where we like to see it. But I just want to give a shout out to especially Mr. Barney for helping us out. communications. Move on to public comment. This section provides the public the opportunity to address the Commissioners Court on any items on the agenda. Any members of the public wish to address the court at this time? If not, we'll move on to item number 6, approval of invoices. And in your package, we had invoices from July the 10th through July the 23rd for a total of $631,477.78.
Motion to approve is presented.
Motion to approve is presented by Commissioner Solis, seconded by Commissioner Morales. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Item number 7 is approval of checks issued. And also in your packets, we had checks totaling from July the 10th, 2026 to July the 23rd, 2026 for the same amount, $631,477.78.
Motion to approve is presented.
Motion to approve is presented by Commissioner Solis,
I'll second it.
seconded by Commissioner Morales. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. We're moving on to reports and presentations. Item number 8 is a presentation by David Quinn of Public Power Pool regarding the new contract with Champion Energy Services and savings achieved. Mr. Quinn, good to see you again.
Good to see you, Judge. Good morning.
Morning.
Commissioner.
Thank you.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. My name is David Quinn. I'm the Program Manager for Public Power Pool. I'm here just to give you an update on the new contract, 3P3 that we negotiated last summer. Last time I was here was right before we concluded that contract in May of last year. We fulfilled the contract on the 25th of June. So I just wanted to give you an update
Okay.
on the contract and let you know how we've been doing and give you a
That's
calculation
great.
of savings.
Yes, good.
There's a presentation inside that folder on the right-hand side. We'll walk through this. We're a 501c4 political subdivision corporation created by Texas counties to negotiate better quality contracts and drive down the price of electricity by purchasing in bulk. We've been growing. We now have 105 members. We've added 2 very large utility districts in the past couple of months. Membership is open. The last counties who have joined was Aransas County and Colombia.
Okay.
The door is open if you know of any counties that are looking for better quality contracts and a lower electricity price. Our current membership list is on the second page there, 105 members. Our record for the group as a whole is $210 million saved on slide 3. That is comparing the price that we have put members in each of our contracts since 2002 compared to the market settling price for electricity every day. The important number is on the next page. Zapata County has saved $1.5 million since you'll be part of this group. That's gone up about $100,000 since I talked to you last year. So the savings continue. We'd like to continue that record. Now that's just our own in-house calculation. The Public Utility Commission has us compile what we call the House Bill 5693 report every year. That is something that you can make available to your constituents electronically or just putting it on the wall of the courthouse. This shows you your consumption and your spend over the previous 12 calendar months in 2025. And what we do, we take an extra step and we calculate what the savings are compared to what the Utilities Commission on benchmark. And you can see there that just on slide number 5, Zapata County saved $239,000 just in 2025 in that 12 months. So going back to the last procurement that we did, we began the process early spring in 2025. We reached out to every registered retailer provider in the state. We're not trying to steer business to preferred providers or get commission from any provider. We want to make sure we have an even playing field so that every retailer that's registered with the PUC out there can bid on this contract. And there are about 150 odd retailers out there. The qualified retailers that respond have to agree to our pre-vetted contract with negotiated from a position of strength. A better quality contract than you get by yourself on the industry paper. We go through several rounds of negotiations. Members always have at least 45 days to review our proposal to decide if they want to continue on with the group. If not, then you can opt out. easy to remain with the group because most people do, executives do. So when we actually went out to the retailers and requested executable pricing on the 25th of June, the winning lowest bid was 6.04 cents from Champion Energy Services. Now, every member pays a slightly different rate based on location in the state and the composition of their accounts. So you're actually on the low side, you're getting a 5.86 cents per kilowatt hour. That is for a fixed rate for a 3-year term from 2026 through 2028. Now, the contract was approved by the board and procurement strategy was set up so that we can add additional years to those 3 years if the price targets will be set at the beginning of the procurement are met. Then we're not there yet. The pricing for 2029 and 2030 are higher than our ceiling rates were set for those years. But the trend is coming down. And
So the trend in the prices are coming down?
the trend is down. And I can show you this, Judge, on page number 8.
Because that's not what we hear publicly.
Right.
Doesn't seem the rates don't seem to be coming
Well,
down.
let me show you the forward prices. But the first year that we would have to procure will be 2029 because members are under contract through 2028. And if you look at that graph, we did the procurement at 6 cents in June 2025. If you look at the difference between where that core pricing line for 2029 is in June 2025 to where it is right now, at the very right end of that graph, you can see the trend line is gradual, but it is declining. Now, we're not there yet, but we want to get that 5 cents per kilowatt hour before we act. That would be a great price for us to lock in. We're not sure we're going to be able to get there. If we do, we'll be back to tell you about what the opportunity is and see if we want to continue on and be part of that group.
Overall, this is very helpful in trying to set a budget amount as we move forward. So have an idea what our energy costs will be for the county. So I like, have it right in front of us. I don't think we budgeted enough this year though for what we our current year.
The budget projection that we ran
Yes.
after we did the.
I see that,
on
and so
page
we're looking
7.
at about $1 million.
Yeah, we've just revised that, Judge, based on your most recent assumptions, so
Okay.
this is about what the data gets. But our projection is that in calendar year, in fiscal year.
26.
26 and 27, that it'll be just over $1 million.
Right.
And 35,000.
Okay, well, we'll include that in our upcoming budget. I think we budgeted that much for this year, so it might be a little short.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we keep reissuing these as we go through the
Yes.
contracts, so that we'll keep you up to date for the future fiscal year.
Okay.
And that's pretty much my presentation. I'm happy to answer any questions, just wanted to give you the update.
Thank you, I think, so we don't take any action on this
No
contract?
action requested, Judge. Like I say, if we get ready to extend the current contract by adding an additional year or 2 or 3, I'll be back to present you on that.
Okay.
If we're unable to achieve our price points below those ceilings that we've identified, then we'll start a new procurement. And then I'll be back to you again to talk to you about what we're going to try to achieve that time. But no action required at this time. I wouldn't be surprised given the market trend right now if we are back in the marketplace as early as the end of this fall. But
So
probably
what
next year.
impact, because we keep hearing the new data centers all over the state of Texas and
Yeah.
Energy costs going up on the consumers because of all the energy needs of these. So is that real or?
Yes, it is. It is.
So-
It's real, but it is vague. We've heard a lot of projections about increased demand, but I'm a little suspicious about because, we hear all kinds of numbers being banded around and it really is going to depend on how many of those data centers are approved. But it seems now that politically, the governor has taken a bit of a U-turn on this and decided that they need regulating. So it seems as if a lot of those data centers are going to be slowed down. We have what we call a batch zero that's taking place right now, which is the first round of applications to the legislature to to get approved for those data centers. But that is a huge component. Weather is always gonna be a factor. Because we're gonna get spikes and drops depending on what weather conditions are. People still moving to the state. But yeah, the data center, the Bitcoin miners, that is still driving a lot of potential demand. And demand isn't there yet, but it has the potential to be. So when we look at the forward curve, Judge, I just mentioned that in the near term, that forward curve is moving in our direction. We're looking at maybe, hopefully, being able to get down between 5 and 6 cents on additional years. When you go out further, it's a contango market. So the further out you go, the more expensive it's getting. And that is because of those projections.
Okay.
Nobody really knows how to anticipate how much demand is going to be out there in 2030. As an example.
Any questions, Commissioners? Thank you, David. So we get to hear from you and give your perspective on our energy costs here.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure to be
Safe
here. My
travels.
card-
Safe travels, thank you.
Thank you. My card is in the folder. If you have any questions or need any updates, I'm happy to come back.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll move on to our action items. We'll deliberate and consider action item number 9, is to approve an invoice of $1,300 to Tomas A. Chapa for repairs done at the pavilion. I think I see the invoice in the packet, Commissioners. He did, paint the bathrooms.
The city here, Judge, is, like you said, painting the bathrooms, painting the kitchen.
And I also asked him to paint the entrance to Zapata sign.
And fixing some of the cookies, the damage of cookie tiles as well.
I think, you know what, I don't know if we should separate the invoices. The entrance to the sign does qualify for hotel motel funds.
Okay, yeah.
We can separate, the cost of what that incurred and then.
There's no breakdown.
Yeah, there is a breakdown?
No, there's no breakdown for that
Okay.
specific
Yeah.
amount.
But I can ask him to break it down.
I'm gonna break it down. I mean, it'll come out of, community center repairs.
Right.
That line item, but,
Except for the sign.
sign, but good job on the sign.
Motion to approve a total of 1,300. Yeah, see, we can split the payment, using hotel motel taxes for the Zapata sign as well. Just get the
Very well,
total amount,
Commissioner.
Mr.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Solis, second by Commissioner Garza. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 10 is to approve invoices from STX Golf Management LLC for $5,689.85. I see Mr. Pina in the office, the operator, for STX. So, day-to-day management, yeah, Mr. Pina, you can come up. He has, purchased some items that were necessary, to keep the golf course operating. I think, the main one was we had a Proto Greensmaster 3100 Briggs, engine for our greens mower, and that is working well.
Yes, yes, there's 2 invoices for parts for the sprinkler system.
Yes, I see those.
And, the range ball kicker, we ordered the new rollers for the range.
Yes,
ball kicker.
yeah, those were damaged,
Yeah.
the initial ones, so yes.
And then, one of the hydraulic motors of the Greensmaster, it burned out, so, I'll order another little motor.
So this is a reimbursement for the cost he's had incurred on purchasing these items. All the invoices are included in this request. I guess you just have a easier time ordering the parts yourself?
Yes, I'll get them a lot faster, like 1 and 2 days. And I have accounts with all of them, so I don't get charged tax or anything.
So you don't have a budget, right? Of course, you're out of money.
Yes, well, this will come out of the golf course budget line item. There's money to cover this amount.
Oh, so it is not negative on the item,
Right,
you
right.
get money?
Yeah. Yeah, there's enough to cover this invoice.
Motion to
In that
approve.
line item from the golf course.
Motion from Commissioner Garza, I'll second that motion, Judge.
Motion from Commissioner Garza to approve payment of $5,689.85 to STX, golf management, seconded by Commissioner Solis. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 11 is to approve invoice from Hernandez Pest Control LLC for $6,975 for repairs done at Zapata Community Center. And this was, repairs that, as you know, about a month ago, we had a really heavy rain that, water, gushed into the, vehicle, I guess, license, office. And the cause was that we've got a pretty good sized roof, a main community center roof drains on top of that annex. It is an addition, and we didn't have sufficient, drain spouts, once all that water lands on that office to get it out quick enough. So we installed, there's now 10 drain spouts on that office. We also, installed a screen on the gutter to make sure that leaves don't get on the gutter and block those, gutters from, you know, removing the water. So, we had subsequent rains to that event and everything has worked out, so, he did a good job, on his pest control on that. And then, will this be coming out of the insurance? So, yes, so this will be out of our insurance.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve as presented by Commissioner Morales.
I'll second the motion, Judge. Also, were these presented to, brought to the court before, going out for the work?
No.
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 I think we need to follow the protocol. We still.
Well, so we had a rain event, Commissioner. So these are emergency.
No, I understand that,
Yeah.
but we got the golf course as well. That's another $5,689.
We approved and we gave him the go-ahead to go ahead and purchase those items instead of coming to court. So this was a reimbursement that he made those purchases to keep the golf.
Do we
course
still
going.
have some monies in that line item?
And well, then sure, which one?
The golf course?
The
Yeah.
golf, I'm not sure, I can go.
Yeah, there's-
Yeah, but that's why I particularly judge said there was enough money.
No, I understand that, but we still gotta come back to court, you know, get these things approved and then go out for the work, that's what I'm trying to say. Cause earlier I talked to Mr. Gonzalez and he said we were kind of, we didn't have any money in that line item?
Well, no,
Well,
we
the
didn't
insurance-
discuss the golf.
The golf course, okay.
Yeah.
Just gotta be, you know,
Yeah.
careful and then do protocol across the board.
The only repairs I request, Commissioner, work done is on emergency.
Right, I
And
understand.
we had that rain event.
I understand that, but I'm going back to the golf
Okay,
course,
so
that's what I just
then,
mentioned.
when the monies are there,
Okay.
yeah.
But it still has to get approved by the court.
Yeah,
They were
everybody's
approved.
doing things
They
on
were
the book,
approved,
Judge.
we gave him, the ability to work on stuff and then get reimbursed, as long as there's funds in.
So it's open, they can purchase whatever.
No, he's got to have requests, I'm sure he makes calls to you also.
Sometimes,
Yes,
depends.
okay.
The other thing is we asked that for it to be fair across the board, Judge, because I mean,
That's fine.
even at this, we have
Well,
a constable unit that got fixed, that's an old one, for the person that's not an employee here at the county. And he came out of non-department and didn't even come to the commissioner's court. That's what we're talking about.
I don't know about that, is it? What I request is, we have a situation, we had the license, office closed for a certain amount of time. Do we call a special meeting to get bids to fix it, or do we fix it?
Well, what
I
I'm
took
saying,
action to fix it, and that's where it is, when we had the money to fix it.
no, I understand that, but
Okay.
also it comes for approval when I don't know exactly what happened, you know, I don't know. none
Well,
of the
that's why we're
details.
discussing it, I'm telling you
Well,
exactly
after-
what happened.
I know, but after the fact, once we got.
Because there's an
everything,
emergency,
the work is
Commissioner,
done.
there's an emergency,
I
Commissioner.
understand that, but we're
Okay,
still gonna present.
we'll do everything else, yeah, I agree. Any other comments? So, do we have a motion to approve?
We had a
Yeah, it
motion.
was
Yes,
Morales
Morales,
and Solis.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item number 12 is to approve the hiring of slot number 17, Department 567, for the county sheriff's office.
Captain, good morning.
Good morning, Judge. The slot is to basically replace a jailer we had two jailers one of them's gonna be moved up to patrol. We have a patrol deputy that moved away. And we're gonna move, one of the jailers to a patrol slot.
Okay.
So we'll have two empty slots, which the previous one was approved on the previous, commissioner's court.
Okay.
And this is for one of them that just left, Officer Sanchez, one of our jailers left, so.
Okay, motion to approve is presented.
Motion to approve as presented by Commissioner Solis.
I'll
Is there a
second it. I'll second it, Judge.
Seconded by Commissioner Gatsa. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item number 13 is to repair or purchase ice machine for the county shop.
So this one, Judge, the county employees have been without ice for a couple of months, I don't know what the situation is.
I don't know about a couple of months, but I know they've been going to purchase ice at a local shop, but I know the guy that is fixing the ice machine, the part was back ordered, So that's the reason for it. So he made it work temporarily, and I believe right now it's still making ice.
Okay.
So, you
So
know,
we're in the
I know
process of
they had
repairing.
requested to see if maybe we can just purchase just the top part of the machine, because the bottom bin is still good. You know, it'll save you at least $1,500 to $2,000 on that.
I mean, whatever we need to purchase to get these guys ice.
So they're working on that. I guess they were gonna give them a quote. They're gonna give me that quote so she can bring it to court.
So for right now, we're just repairing.
Repair.
Yes.
Okay.
They
So
can
we're
go pick
repairing.
up ice there at the community center. We have the ice machine there.
Okay. Yes, as a backup, they can.
Yeah,
go
as
to
a
the
backup.
center if need be.
So it'll be for,
Number 14 was, no action. I don't know. They're on.
Okay, so we're repairing, no action on 13 either, we're repairing it, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
correct.
Okay. And no action on 13, and no action, 14 is to purchase water for the common shop employees, no action on that?
That one, no action.
Okay, no action. Item number 15 is, our auditors here, no, we'll skip item 15. We'll go to item 16 is to transfer Jenny Bautista from slot number 3, $10.78 an hour, to slot number 2 at $11.19 an hour.
motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Solis, seconded by Commissioner Morales. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Item number 17 is to transfer Alma Salinas from slot number 4 at $10.38 an hour to slot number 3 at $10.78 an hour.
Motion to approve.
Motion approved by Commissioner Solis, seconded by Commissioner Morales. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Number 18 is to move Maria Guadalupe Guzman to slot number 2 at $10.85 an hour as a cook.
Motion to approve.
That's in the nutrition center. Motion to approve by Commissioner Morales, seconded by Commissioner Gatsa. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. And so we did have a longtime employee cook retire, Mr. Mario Vela. So after, how many years, Ms. Berta?
26.
26 years, and I congratulate him.
26 years.
So, yes, so he did retire, and so that's, we've got an opening there. 19 is to advertise the position for cook assistant at $10.48 an hour.
Okay, since right now we have all the positions, on freeze, will this affect the program?
No, no, we're just, replacing, we're transferring, Maria Guadalupe to the cook position.
Right.
So her, position as cook assistant is open. We do need to replace it. It is imperative that we
And
have
that's
someone
my question.
assisting with the cleaning, the preparing. It won't affect, it's the same,
Or it's within your budget?
Within.
Yes.
Right.
Is there a motion to,
Motion
go out
to
for bid,
approve.
go out for advertising? Motion by Commissioner Solis to advertise for the position of cook assistant. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Commissioner Gatsa. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item number 20 is to approve $1,000 payment to Rosario Hasso for independent contract services at the indigent director at our clinic. So Ms. Gonzalez advised me that, 2-3 weeks ago, Ms. Hasso, was being part-time employed through the AARP program. She is apparently the only maintenance in the whole clinic, inside or outside. I think we need to discuss that with Laredo Medical Center, but there is a need where, of course, that clinic is being occupied, and Ms. Mary Kleitner and her group is helping us, with treating patients there. So I said, look, let's try to keep the facility clean, for the next 2 weeks while we, bring it to court and see how the commissioners wanna move forward with this, but, Ms. Hasso did work those hours there as a contract employee to try to keep the maintenance, of the facility clean. I am including a part-timer in our budget as we move forward, because I think it's imperative that, we, take care of that facility.
Judge, they do have Ms. Galvan as their maintenance person on the clinic side, and they contract Mr. Rene Garcia?
Yes,
to mow
but
the
Mr.
yard?
Garcia says he hasn't been going because he hasn't been being paid.
Oh, okay.
So they are, falling behind on the maintenance of that, especially the grounds and inside. Inside the restrooms, a lot of the, facilities are not working, and they have signs not working instead of
Okay.
fixing them. So there is, a lack of, effort in trying to keep that facility maintained. So I think it's important that it is a healthcare facility that it be maintained as clean as possible at all times.
where is this money coming from?
This is a non-department $1,000, Commissioner. I mean, y'all wanna come in out of your budgets, I mean, $250 a
That's not the
piece.
thing, it's just that things are done without us, again, knowing.
Yes.
It's just, oh.
Well,
here's another
Commissioner,
bill.
sometimes as a county judge, I'm faced with the, effort in trying to make a decision to how we can best handle the situation. Luckily, this person had been working there and keeping the facility clean, through the program. There was a pause in the program. There's been 2 weeks, that we had a commissioners court meeting. I said, look, keep her on, I'll bring it to court. $1,000, y'all don't wanna approve this payment,
So
we'll
we
just.
don't wanna approve it, Judge, that's what we're asking.
All right, that's what I'm asking. I made an executive decision to keep that facility clean.
Motion to approve.
For the record, I'll be abstaining, Mr. Argent.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Garcia, is there a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Commissioner Morales. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item number 21 is to authorize Zapata County to enter into an agreement with Enterprise Fleet Management through Sourcewell contract number 030122 for fleet management and other related services, requested by Thomas Hildebrand. Mr. Hildebrand, good morning.
Good morning, how are y'all?
Good.
So my name is Thomas Hildebrand, I'm an account executive with Enterprise Fleet Management. I was tasked to do a analysis for the entire fleet of Zapata County, and in this packet, you're gonna see my findings as well as some of my recommendations. So the second page, the situation currently, 48% of
What
your.
is that package? Do we have that?
Do we have that package?
Yeah, it should be in your.
Let me look, go ahead.
Yeah, no problem.
Right.
Okay. I got it, we're good. Thank you.
So the situation as of right now, 48% of your current light and medium duty fleet is over 10 years old. You're also having significant downside to your aging fleet when it comes to things like maintenance, fuel vegetation, things like that, as well as your fleet's just very underfunded as well, especially with insignificant yearly budgets. So some of the objectives that I've come up with is, as you see on the second paragraph there, right now your current life cycle for all of your vehicles is about 15 years old. There's actually quite a significant of them are that way past the 20 to 25 range as well. With reducing and cycling out your fleet from 15.5 years to 5 years, you're actually going to be reducing your maintenance costs from $215 to about 72 cents or $72 per mile. With this, we're able to, with Enterprise Fleet Management, we're actually able to give you a predictive analysis every single year when it comes to your maintenance and fuel costs, as well as your budgetary costs when it comes to fleet in general, things like acquisition costs and also the resale equity coming back to you as well. Some of just the safety that you see right there, increase employee safety with newer vehicles. Right now you have 17 vehicles that predate the anti-lock brake standardization, which is back in 2007, which is 13% of your fleet. 57 of your vehicles predate the electronic stability control stabilization. That was from 2012. That's actually federally mandated now, which is 44% of your fleet. 61% of your vehicles do not have rear automatic braking. 69 vehicles predate the backup camera. And just to highlight right there at that bottom line, that electronic stability control is the second most important safety feature since the seatbelt in modern era. Okay. So with Enterprise Fleet Management, what we want to accomplish for you with going into contract with us is giving you new, safer vehicles for your constituents and also your workers to be put out onto the road. And then if you want to go ahead and switch to the third page.
Third page.
This is just going to be a graphic of exactly what I was just saying. Give you a breakdown of trucks, SUVs, vans, cars, etc., the odometers, and then also the model years. As you see right there at the very end, you have 32 vehicles that are over 20 years old. So this,
They don't make them like they used to.
yeah, no kidding, absolutely, absolutely. Unfortunately, that's the good and the bad thing, right? So on the fourth page, you'll see for County of Zapata, basically what we want to accomplish for you at Enterprise Fleet Management. So with us, we're going to help you acquire the vehicles at the lowest possible rate through our Sourcewell contract. We go directly to the manufacturers on your behalf. We negotiate those prices on your behalf. We also, it is a lease program, so the capital expense is gonna be a lot less significant to your overall budget. From there, we do offer maintenance programs that is a budgetable rate every single month. For you, it would be about $65 a month per vehicle. That covers everything from an oil change all the way up to a full-blown engine replacement, and everything in between. Enterprise is completely on the hook for that.
I like that idea. I think Mr. Hildebrand says he works with local outlets here, local service providers.
Correct.
That would be able to do those service.
We have about a handful here in Zapata, about 3 or 4 down in Rio Grande City, and then obviously in Laredo, a vast majority.
So that would include what, all the oil changes?
Exactly.
So where would we take the vehicles if you're saying we're including the
Yeah.
oil changes?
So operationally speaking, it would be the same as what you're doing now. I believe there's a couple here in Zapata, like, I know that Pepe's is one of them, and there's a few other ones here in Zapata, but since you are countywide, we wanna make it as large of a,
As a core, we prefer to keep it local as much as we can.
Absolutely, absolutely. With our program too, you'll see actually on the second to last page, or excuse me, the same page, the third, this page right here. There's actually a website that we have. It comes with an app for everybody, including commissioners, that anybody that operates these vehicles. It'll tell you where the nearest location is at. It'll even give you updates as to when the vehicles need oil changes, any sort of additional information as well. It has it all there on the app. The greatest thing with us too is that we're gonna have somebody that's gonna be your account manager. They come in person to see you 3 to 4 times a year minimum to make sure that your fleet is operating as well as it can.
How about tires?
So we can add tires to the program. My honest suggestion would say to opt out of that because they're such a high wear and tear item. Usually the math just does not make sense to add them onto the program, and it might end up being more expensive.
Because I know we get lots of flats.
Right. Me personally, I would say don't worry about it. With our program, the towing, roadside assistance is automatically included.
What about these units? Are they already set up with GPS?
They are not. We do have vendors that we can provide to you as referrals. Yeah. Right now we work with Geotab. That's our vendor, and they update all of their information directly to our website as well. And again, that would be all that information is in data is put into our website with no data input on your end whatsoever. It's all on us.
So, and what's the term of these leases, or when do vehicles
5
get
years,
replaced?
you
5
said?
years?
Yes, so with the recommendation of 5 years to recycle these units out, the lease would be 60 months. And on the back, or excuse me, the very last page, you'll see what my recommendation would be just to start the partnership. Would be 11 vehicles. I know Judge and I talked about it a few months ago. What I also want to do is with the equity that you currently have in the vehicles that are in your current fleet right now, you have just shy of about $2 million. What we want to do is use that equity to keep replenishing and replacing these vehicles as well on that 5-year cyclical cycle.
We've got some really older units, Commissioner, like this, Mr. Hildebrand is asking. I certainly wanted to, if the Commissioner wanted to move forward with it, something that we could afford in our budget to start replacing some of the much older units. I know, I see Ms. Bertha there in the nutrition center. We've got some vans driving around town that certainly could use some upgrades.
Their safety.
Yeah, so, I think we'd have to sit down and decide if we move forward, which vehicles are we gonna, start with, and make that decision. But
So you said it was $65 per vehicle?
Per month.
Per month, for maintenance, and like I said, it covers everything from the oil change.
In our fleet side, you calculated
129.
129.
But this would just be for 11 vehicles.
Right.
So
To start
initially,
off, right?
yeah, to
Right.
start off would be 11, and then obviously the idea would be to grow that because it's
And
just.
what would be the amount of lease payment for 11? Does it depend on the vehicle, or is it pretty
Yeah,
well?
so on the last page, it shows you the full breakdown.
Okay.
So just costs in general for the annual cost for 11, you see right there is gonna be $9,000 lease, for lease payments.
Per month?
No, that would be, correct, yeah, per month would be the 9,000, and then the annual for all 11 would be that next one. The annual cost by quantity is right over 100,000.
Yeah, so I don't think we can afford 100,000.
Yeah,
honestly.
same.
And we can make that smaller amount. That again, that's just a recommendation. That's not something that you have to go with.
So when you look at the cost benefit, so we purchase these vehicles, we're looking at let's say 11, that's 50,000, 60,000, that's, let's say 600 grand.
Correct.
You're wanting 100,000
Month.
a year.
A year.
A year.
Mhm.
So we're saving in what, where's our savings at?
So your capital outlay for the first year, right? So for 11 vehicles, like you said, it's gonna be about 600,000 with us including maintenance.
Well, I'm thinking it'd probably be less, we're probably looking at $40,000 vehicles.
So 400,000, and that's not including the maintenance. With this, that is already including maintenance.
Yeah.
What about damages to the vehicles?
Yep, so
How
that-
does that take effect?
Yeah,
Let's
so
say in an
ins-
accident or
Sure,
broken
sure.
window or
So
something.
insurance-wise, it still all remains the same. So you would still have all the rights to
Yeah.
ownership for these vehicles as well. So you would own the equity back in on the back end as well. And then with the insurance, you would still file a claim like normal.
Yeah.
Judge, are we a part of Sourcewell?
What's that?
Are we a
I'm
part
sorry.
of Sourcewell?
I'm not sure. No, I don't, I've never heard of Sourcewell before, but I think it is something that's similar to Buy Board, is that?
It is,
we have to
it's just one of the
join?
Buy Boards, yes.
If
Yeah,
we
we-
decided to move forward, we could.
Yeah, it's what.
I mean, I know other communities are doing this, and it does make sense, it just, when you're having to,
Low
make some
budget.
difficult choices, how we spend our funds. There's no doubt we need some vehicles, now, do we go out and buy one or two this year, or do we bring in 11 and pay for, 4 or 5 years? That's a choice we can make, I'm sure. But how much would it be, I'm thinking around the $50,000 mark is what we can afford as a total payment.
Yes,
you
so
cut-
if-
cut your in
So
half.
on that piece of paper, what we're doing is because we're replacing 11 units as well, what you're gonna be doing is we're gonna be giving you back about $50,000 in equity off of 11 units. So your year one cost, if you look, so the year one cost equity applied on that page is gonna be $49,962.
Oh, as a
So,
trade-in.
trading
Yeah, they're
cost,
like trade-in.
everything. So at what point do we receive that money back?
As soon as they're sold. Right now in South Texas, we're averaging about 16 days to sell.
So this includes trucks and cars or?
My joke is that we can do everything from a little smart car all the way up to an F-750. So this will include all light duty sedans, cargo vans, normal passenger vans, F-250s, any light duties, even medium.
And the price is the same for a smart car and a 750?
No.
Okay.
So you would still be acquiring the vehicle at whatever that price would be, but the whole point would be to lease out the total cost of owning that vehicle throughout the lifespan of the lease.
Okay.
And that would be the idea, once again, with the entire fleet, is we wanna recycle using that, just under $2 million worth of equity that you currently own right now, use that to replace vehicles as, again, they get older and not be in the position that you're in right now.
Yeah, we usually just, auction them off, whatever we can get for them, but. So, you're basically gonna auction those vehicles, there's no guaranteed amount we're gonna receive for those vehicles, just, is there gonna be a?
A set price, set amount.
So you can, you absolutely can if you want, just at that point, it would just take a little bit longer to sell. But with Enterprise, we have a remarketing team, second to none. We have 3 here in South Texas alone. They take them directly to the auctions on your behalf, and then sell them off. As soon as it's done, we cut you the check, or we can put it in as like an invoice credit, cycle it in as kind of like a trade-in value, whatever you want to do.
So potentially year one for 11 vehicles, we're looking at
49,962.
49,000. Second year would be
So if you're not replacing any vehicles at all, it would be the 100, but the idea would be.
100 flat.
Correct. And
After the 5 years, we'll be looking at 449.
as a total, just for owning those and operating those vehicles, and again, we would wanna use the equity that's still in the vehicles today
Right.
to replace those.
So saying if we stay within the 11 for the 5 years.
And then at the end of the 5 years, we just return our vehicles and receive new ones?
Exactly, yep. You would have my opposite come in, and they would, wanna strategize with you as to the make and models, what's currently the best buy, via manufacturer, or even what's selling the highest right now, things like that. We would wanna make it a strategic partnership.
So at the end of 5 years, we turn the vehicles in, receive our credit at the end of, well, I guess we wouldn't because they're being leased. So and then we just keep paying the 100,000.
So
Or
it
more.
would depend on, what
On the
model of
vehicle, yeah, but
vehicles,
more or
right,
less.
exactly.
it's
this
an
maintenance
interesting
plan.
concept. You know, like I said, we've been getting by with older vehicles. We did replace a lot of our fleets for our road and bridge 2 years ago. But there are some departments that definitely, of course, our sheriff department, the fleet has been almost entirely replaced. But there are still some older vehicles that we're utilizing, and certainly, yeah, we could address, try to address those.
I think for now, Judge, I think we can bring it back, let's, do a little bit more,
And choose what vehicles we wanna get, I guess.
Yeah, identify the vehicles and see how many.
And then
we
do
may
the
need.
breakdown on that.
I'm still moving forward. I am gonna budget an amount that may, be included in our budget, so we can move forward if the court decides to. All right?
Thank you.
Thank you.
So no action.
Item number 22 is to request the use for the Zapata County Community Center to host a back-to-school event on August the 5th, 2026 from 3:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. Ms. Amesquita from SCAN. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners.
Morning.
We wanted to share, what we've been sharing with the community. It's just to save the date, because we did have the date, the time, just not the location. So the
Okay.
location says, more details coming.
There you go.
So that's
So
why
now,
we're here today.
now you need a location.
Now we need a location.
Okay, Commissioners, so is it available during that? I see Ms. Laura.
Yes.
It's available, okay.
Motion to approve is presented.
And here's just a
Motion
little
by
flyer about
Commissioner
that.
Thank you.
Solis, second
Thank you so much, ladies, for that, doing for our kids.
Yes, thank you so much
Give me the
for,
100. Who did the second?
Okay,
Morales.
Morales, thank you.
thank you so much for your.
so, yeah, so we'll see
support.
free school supplies and clear backpacks available. So how many backpacks?
100 for the first 100 people that come in.
So first,
So-
first come, first serve.
First come, first serve, and then we'll have different agencies hopefully sign up, and us too will be
Thank
doing
you,
different
yes.
things.
Very nice of you.
Will each agency be bringing their own tables and stuff?
Yes, their own tables and their own chairs.
And we'll be sharing the flyer on social media as
Yes,
well.
yes.
Very good.
We'll get the one updated with the location
Okay.
and send it out.
Sounds.
Thank you
Motion
so
by
much
Commissioner
for your
Solis to approve the use of the community center, seconded by Commissioner Morales. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you,
Thank
ladies.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Item number 23 is to approve the updated legal service agreement in connection with participation in the National PFAS Phase 2 Settlement Program. Review of eligibility status, authorization to collect and submitted required system information, and preservation of all rights available under the court approved PFAS settlements before the July 31st, 2026 deadline. I think we can hear this from the executive session, commissioners, and we'll bring that back. Item number 24 is to request the purchase of a True Black Deep Well bottle cooler for $3,905.43. Mr. Pena requested this as there's 2 coolers. I think the commissioners court approved the replacement of 1 cooler, I guess sometime last year. There are no funds available for these 2 purchases, so he's agreed to wait maybe for next year's budget to try to replace them.
What about repairing them?
He
No.
says that the engine burned up and almost burned. Yeah.
It was something internal on the compressor that I think burned out on it. According to him.
He is considering
He said that.
purchasing them beforehand on his own and then getting a reimbursement if they wanna go that route. But currently, as I look, the budget for the golf course will be eaten up by the previous item, so.
So we can bring it back in October?
Okay, all right, so no action on 24.
Anthony.
And 25 is he needs a master total broadcast sprayer for $4,199.99. So this sprayer is for the greens, to try to get the chemicals and fertilizer on a more evenly spread basis. Said, well, bring that back. That might be a purchase we can do in October. So no action on 25. Item number 26 is to approve an election services contract between Zapata County and Zapata County Independent School District for the November 3rd, 2026 election.
Judge, we met with Roger and everything seemed to be in order. Mr. Figueroa, did you review the contract?
I reviewed it, but need your guidance as to whether the expectations for what it is we're supposed to do, whether that meets criteria that you can.
I believe it.
execute.
I believe it does. They actually hired a new person to do the maps.
Oh, the
Okay, and
mapping.
we looked at them and they look pretty good. You know, it's something that we can.
And they'll be
work with.
hiring the poll watchers and everybody else?
Delia was there also.
Okay. How about personnel? They'll be hiring poll watchers? and- I
We,
saw that in the contract
They
that,
have a presiding judge, I believe.
Presiding judge,
that they're-
yeah.
That
Presiding
they're,
judge.
that they're gonna be responsible for each of the.
right, bring them in.
Public places,
Yes,
right.
so you won't have to do that.
not for that part. You know, like we're gonna.
Well, normally you'll
Yeah.
end up
Yes,
trying to
we
find.
work together.
You'll work together
Yes,
with
we
them.
work together.
I'll make a motion to approve the election service contract pending approval, final approval by Mr. Figueroa.
Yeah, I reviewed it, it's good to go, the only thing I needed to check on was whether,
We'll go with the
Ms.
final
Bono
Yes.
was in agreement with
Yes,
everything that's
we'll work
required.
together with them. We had a
I'll second that,
pretty good
Judge.
meeting.
Okay, Commissioner Solis makes a motion, seconded by Commissioner Garza. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. 27 is to review and consider awarding contractor bids for the sheriff's office improvements. Mr. Gonzalez. Morning, Mr. Gonzalez.
Morning, Judge.
So, we're finally here.
Yes. We got some good news.
Yes.
Good. Here's a little good news. Judge.
Mr. Gonzalez.
Good morning, Commissioner. Commissioner.
Mr. Gonzalez, I missed you.
Yes, I know, we've been up.
Thank you.
I brought you one, man. It's the first time I get Good morning, Judge and Commissioners.
Morning.
This is, the item for, the sheriff's office improvements. We did, take bids for it, and the bids that came in, we were very happy to get 4 bids. We did get a lot of contractors call and ask for the plans, and they were reviewing the plans. But, you know, at the time of bidding, we advertised it for 4 weeks, which is plenty of time for them to have, their bids put together, their plans, the specs. Our architect was available for answering questions. And then once the bids came in, we had, the 4 bids was Quantum Building Services at $1,063,800. AJ3 Construction at $1,072,228. 360 General Contractors at $1,108,529.35. And then we had Midas Contractors at $1,265,900.
Very competitive bids.
Yeah, very competitive bids, and I think that the architect had, his estimated bid was like at $1,055,000, so it was real close.
Very
you know.
close.
Yeah, within 10,000. So that was real good. We had, this is for the new building. So on another item under executive session,
I see that, yeah.
later on, we have for the re-roofing of the existing building. So that I'll bring that.
So it wasn't an addendum to this contract?
No, we put that as a, because if we put it, we can put it, we could, but we're gonna get a general contractor, go hire a roofing contractor, they're gonna charge their markup. We're gonna end up, as a community, paying more for a roofing contractor, where we hired a roofing contractor direct with CO, we were gonna pay the CO money anyways. We can then just get a roofing contractor to charge us for their fees and not have the general contractor
Third party.
charge a 20% markup on that.
So this company will not be putting
They
the
will
roof
put
on
in the roof
on the
on
new
their
building?
building, on the new building,
Okay.
yes.
So then, if something goes wrong, who would be responsible? If we got 2 contractors saying, well, no, I put my roof good, but it didn't match up with.
Yeah, I think what we
We
discussed
did
was trying to
discuss
have
that.
the same,
Well,
the same roof integrated.
They're two yeah, but they're two
Right.
separate buildings.
Right, but the same contractor, so we wouldn't have that issue in the future.
And that's the item we can discuss on executive session.
Okay. So right now, this includes just the new building?
This is just the bid for the new building.
Okay.
What is your recommendation, Mr.?
Our recommendation is to go with Quantum Building Services for $1,063,800.
Have you seen any of their work, locally around the area?
They have done work for our architect that's, working on this project, and he did, recommend them. He has worked with them in the past, and he was okay with
Does I
them.
make a motion to go with the recommendation of Quantum Building Services for a total of $1,063,800?
And they're also the lowest bidder, Commissioner.
Lowest bidder,
Okay.
yes.
Motion by Commissioner Solis, seconded by Commissioner Morales, to award, the contract to Quantum Building Services. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. How soon can we get started on this? Because I know the sheriff is not here today, but he's.
Yeah. We will send this to, USDA for their review and approval, and then,
So it'll be
start getting, start getting contracts executed.
Okay.
And, getting them going. We'll send them a award letter, so letter of award then lets them know that they've been awarded through Commissioner's Court, so then they can start getting their performance bond, payment bond, insurance into their contract documents, send it back to us,
Yeah.
and then get the execution.
We're on our way. So
It's
we
about-
got two more, I guess, next couple of weeks, two more
Yes,
projects.
we have the arena coming up, and then we have the fire station.
Good. I think the Congressman will also be happy about hearing that
Yes,
this moving
I
forward.
think that will be real good.
Okay.
So, quick question, Mr. Gonzalez, so I'm assuming they're gonna start with the addition of the new, section, and then the roofing?
No.
We're gonna do the
I mean,
roofing?
we'd like to do, they can start with a new section, but we'd like to have the roofing done before they're done with,
I'm just wondering because of the employees,
the employees where they're gonna have to be housed. And that was a question that, they asked for this contract, it's like, if they had to go, like, do one office at a time, or can they do the whole, like, because we're gonna put in new floors, repaint the walls, redo the
I
ceilings.
think the sheriff is gonna have to have those discussions of where he can relocate most of his staff or,
Yeah,
I mean, that would be the.
For the amount of time
Yeah.
needed to.
And that question did come up with contractors when they were bidding, to see what would be, because obviously if they do the whole building at once,
It's better.
it's faster, right?
Yeah.
But if they go, two offices at a time and then kind of moving at that pace, it's longer, cause then they have to move the furniture from there, fix, that room completely, and then move the furniture back, and then move the next two offices, and that's.
There's gonna be some logistics involved. We'll see what happens.
Oh.
We'll let the
So
sheriff
maybe
figure it out.
maybe getting like portable traders.
He gave 200 and, I believe, it's,
Like 6
Maybe
months?
Portable traders.
Less, more?
No, it's more.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be 1 6 months.
I did take the sheriff, just, cause I know the property right here across the street.
Z-Tac?
The old Zapata National Bank is pretty much all empty. So I took the sheriff just to look at it, see what he thought.
That's a possibility.
Cause it was right across the street and.
Yeah.
What about the Z-Tac right here by the community center? There's the Z-Tac offices right here by the community center?
That's a big possibility there.
Oh, there, okay, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, that's a big possibility, because that's,
There's about
we don't have to pay
five or
rent on
six
that.
offices, and we don't have to,
you don't have to
ours.
pay rent, we're on a partnership.
Yeah,
with-
there are options.
with the
Of
county.
course, the old Chamber of Commerce building is there.
Yeah, the also.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So then we have some options.
Okay.
So, all right, thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir. We did everything we approved there, right, Merging?
Yes,
Did we vote on it? Yes?
yes, we did,
Okay,
for Luis
thank
Morales.
you. Item number 28 is a resolution of the Commissioners Court of Zapata, County of Zapata, Texas, approving and ratifying an amendment and extension of the professional services agreement with Equity PC for litigation defense and consulting services. Mr. Uribe, who has helped the county for many, many years, I think from 2011 or even before, he's been, of course, on retainer, very reasonable. We use his services considerably. He wanted to extend, the court to consider an extension of his services contract. It's in your packets, Commissioners. It's basically the same fee, retainage fee that he's been charging for many, many years, very reasonable, $1,500 a month. To cover standard research and consultation services. And then his litigation rate is also very, $175, very reasonable, and this would extend to 2027, Commissioners, to November 23rd, 2027. So, hopefully we can continue, utilizing, his services. He's brought a lot of good stuff to our
It
community.
definitely helps us out tremendously.
It'd be a total of 36,000 for the 24
Excuse me?
15, it would be 36,000 for the 24 months. As
For the
originally-
2 years?
Well, yeah, it's 18,000 a month, $1,500 a month,
That's what 36.
18,000 a year, yes.
Yeah.
36.
Yeah, he's paid out a consulting line item.
Yeah, it's
so-
for
Motion
2
to-
years.
Motion to approve the extension till
Yeah.
2027, Judge.
Motion by Commissioner Solis to approve
Second
the
it.
extension. Seconded by Commissioner Garza. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number, let's see, 29 and 30. 31 is to approve the line item transferred from, Maintenance Department, line item 10-516, 41270, clothing allowance to repairs and maintenance from, Leone Hernandez from our
Motion to
courthouse
approve.
maintenance. And the other one is from Commissioner Precinct 4, from general, 6,000, to road construction, 6,000.
I'll second the motion, I'll second the Commissioner.
Motion by Commissioner Garza, second by Commissioner Solis. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion, Mr. Gonzalez.
We got your items taken care of.
Oh, already?
Yeah, Mary Jane is ready to go.
Where
Yes, Raji.
Sorry, everyone.
All right,
Thank you. Also, Judge,
Oh, yes,
Garza.
Canales, good to see you.
Thank you, Mr.
And,
Gonzalez.
Garza, yes, Juan Jose, yes, we'll go right to it.
So on number 33, Judge, real quick, I know the proclamation, July 16th, that's the Tocala Day.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a motion to table, they weren't able to make it to the court today, they're flying in from wherever they're at. So, I mean, I did wanna give them congratulations, I mean, they're representing Zapata County,
Of
it's a big
course,
milestone,
yes.
I mean.
Yes.
For them to get a start in Hollywood, you know, it just shows that if you put your mind to it and you work for it, anything is possible, so a big
Yeah,
congratulations.
been very successful.
Okay, so all over social media.
Yeah, I'm gonna table it for the next.
Which one was that?
33, 32.
Okay, thank you.
We'll table it.
Who did the second?
I did.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
What number was your?
Item number 15.
Yeah.
To consider and approve the 2025 Zapata County Independent Audit as prepared by Canales, Garza, and Baum LLC. Juan Jose, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Judge, County Judge, Commissioners, members of management. I'm here to present the audit, for Zapata County, for the fiscal year ended September 30, 2025. The first thing that I would like to talk about is the main report, the main theme of our report, which is our opinion on your financial statements. And that is located on page number 1 of the audit report. That report, what it states, the most important thing is our opinion on your financial statement. And I'm pleased to say that they have issued an unmodified opinion on Zapata County.
Well, that's good news.
Yeah, so that's, very good news for the county. And then after the opinion, we have what is the basis for our opinion, what is the responsibilities of management as in regards to the financial statements, and our responsibilities in respect to the audit. But overall, mainly, the main thing is our opinion on your financial statements. Following to our report, we have a section that is called Management Discussion and Analysis, which starts on page number 4. And that is just a brief summary of information that is already included on the main financial statements. The first, the statement of net position, that is your assets, liabilities, and the net position of the county. And the net position, as of the end of the year, it's $75,713,756. That is the net position of the county as of the end of the year. The next report, the statement of activities, that's where you have your income less expenses. And for the year, there was a net position increase of $468,592. Following those, this is a very lengthy report.
Yes.
But I'm just gonna just flow through it. The next thing that I would like to talk about is on page number 22. Those are the notes to the financial statements. And what that means, the notes is just further detailed information that is already included on the main financial statements. In addition to the main report that we issued 2 additional reports. One which is in relation to government auditing standards, the internal controls in relation to government auditing standards. That report is on page number 66. And on that report, we are required to report any significant deficiencies or material weaknesses that we identified during the audit. And I'm pleased to say that we did not find any of those. The third and last report that we issue is the single audit report. And that's where we select the major grants, state and federal grants by the county. And also, on that report, we're required to report any significant deficiencies or material weaknesses if we identify any of those during the audit. And I'm pleased to say that we did not find any of those.
No, well, that's an improvement from, I think, our last findings, last audit.
That's correct.
So we did take corrective action, Mr. Garza, on that.
Yes.
So I appreciate the improvement on that.
Yes, there was definitely an improvement on that, so I congratulate the county on that. So overall, it was a very good audit, and I would like to thank management, Mr. Flores and everybody that made this possible.
And we saved some money.
Uh-huh.
And we saved some money. I believe you said it was 400 and some thousand.
Yeah, net position, So, increase, so, everything, it went good, everything was submitted on time, so
I
thank you.
appreciate that, and we met that deadline. I know we get panicking after a little while. The grants, especially grants that mainly for our law enforcement, they're so inclined to that date.
Yeah.
Tied to that date, so I appreciate your firm coming through for us and submitting it on time. I know we've gotten, Mr. Flores, some additional help. I think that's really been a major improvement. So we're on time now, and I'm glad we're on schedule, and that is important for the county as a whole.
Yeah.
And for you, it makes your job easier too,
Yeah.
to not have the county judge calling you all the time, hey, I'm on my audit, but when you don't have the information that you need. So I appreciate your firm, taking the time and putting us, in a position to where we can turn it in on time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion, Judge, to approve the 2025 Zapata County Independent Audit as prepared by the Canales Garza and Baum LLC.
Motion by Commissioner Garza, seconded by Commissioner Morales. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Garza. Thank you for
Gentlemen.
taking, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So now.
So now it's just a motion to enter into executive.
Is that cool? Yes, Mr. Garza, do you need to have a question for?
I just wanted to provide clarity on something to the.
Okay,
to the court.
go
I
ahead, Stephen.
apologize again for, Commissioner Morales told me to start it at 10 o'clock, for the record. Good morning, everyone. I
Good
just
morning,
want-
Josiah, good to have you.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for your approval, from the item. I did want to provide, some clarity on, the organization and the agency that we hired. We hired a company to flatten out the lines and make them very crisp. I did provide access to this, new mapping system that we have online. So if you go to ccid.org and you go to elections, you can actually, type in your address and it'll tell you exactly where your
What place you're
places
in.
are, right? So, they did an exceptional job, and it's, and it zooms into the streets with a lot of clarity. I presented it to our board, and they're obviously very pleased with it, with some clarifications on the lines that we previously had that were, drawn a little bit, not incorrectly, but drawn leading questions, right? So now there's no questions on any of those mappings. So we didn't change any lines. We just made sure that
Clarify which street is what,
exactly
what the boundaries are.
and pinpointed areas of concern from the last election. So if this court wants any further information, just give us a call and we'll provide it. We have it online, so you all could view it.
Do you know if they'll be sharing, like a little card like we do with ours, as far as like what place you're in, just so we can maybe mail out to.
So the communication that I had with the county previously, we wanted to make sure that our voters knew where to go. And if their card from previous election is not where our system is selling it, that they need to come to the county's office. I believe it's
that would be with
to the tax assessor collector's
with the
office,
registrar, yes.
To file a request to change that.
Correct.
Yeah, it's because especially with areas where the same dwelling had different precincts or whatever, or places. But I just wanted to provide that information to you. So just if you had any questions at all, or if you wanted to further look at those lines, it's online.
Yeah, I reviewed it, it's really nice.
Yeah, that's good.
I had the opportunity to share it with,
Yes, it was-
with
So maybe we can just share that link
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I was
make a
thinking
little
about it.
flyer.
Maybe you can share the link
for-
with Roxy so that she can put it in our
Sure.
website,
Sure, of course.
in the county website, cause it's really, really nice.
Okay. Thank you again.
Thank you, Raj.
Have a good day.
All right, Commissioners, I think all we have is remaining the executive session
Make a
items.
motion to enter executive session, Judge.
Motion by Commissioner Solis to the executive session, seconded by Commissioner Moya. The items to be heard are, item number 23 is to approve, the updated legal service agreement in connection with participation in the National PFAS Phase 2 Settlement Program, review of eligibility status, authorization to collect and submitted required system information, and preservation of all rights available under the court-approved PFAS settlement fee for the July 31st, 2026 deadline. The other items to be heard are item number 29 is personal matters regarding employee timesheets for county attorney's office, and item number 30 is to review proposals for roofing of the existing sheriff's office building. Items to be heard in executive session under Government Code Section 551.071, consultation with attorney, and 551.072, real property, and 551.074, personnel matters. We are now in executive session.
make a motion to enter back into regular session, Judge.
Motion by Commissioner Garza to return to regular session, seconded by Commissioner Morales. For the record, no act was taken in executive session. Item number 23 is to approve the updated legal services agreement in connection with participation in the National PFAS Phase 2 Settlement Program. Review of eligibility status, authorization to collect and submit required system information, and preservation of all rights available under the court-approved PFAS settlements before the July 31st, 2026 deadline.
Motion to approve is presented.
I'll second that, Judge.
Motion to approve as presented by Commissioner Morales, seconded by Commissioner Garza. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item number 29 is personnel matters regarding employee timesheets to the county attorney's office.
No action.
No action.
No action on item 29. Item number 30 is to review proposals for the roofing of the existing sheriff's office building.
No action.
No action on item 30 also.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn by Commissioner Morales, seconded by Commissioner Moya. We are now adjourned.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.